Well, we'd like to welcome you here inside, back again in Schoonmaker Field in Newcastle, Wyoming, just a 10-minute drive from the border of South Dakota, here in beautiful Weston County, and I do mean beautiful. Um, well, we're about a minute away, so let's get this over with as quick as we can here. Starting off with your we didn't have any keys to the game prepared for you, so we apologize for that. However, your ones to watch today, I want to keep my eye today on Ashlyn Hamer, as well as Ali Stamatakos and Kira Wolfenden. Those will be three I'll be looking for in today's game for Worland. For Newcastle, on the other hand, I would like to keep my eye today on Tila Stevenson, as well as Haley Beestrom and Taylor Conklin. Those will be our three ones to watch today for Newcastle. As you can see there, players coming out onto the field, they're ready to go. And we will be right back after the starting lineups for kickoff. Do not go anywhere. You will not want to miss this match. It's the Newcastle Lady Dogies and the Worland Lady Warriors on Two Basins Sports Network. Like to
are coached by Cammy Williard, with assistant coaches Jesse Stearns, Nathina Lewis, and Christine Rhodes, and managers Holly Peterson and Bailey Clendenay.
We'd like to welcome you back here inside of Schoonmaker Field in Newcastle, Wyoming, here in Weston County, a 10-minute drive west of the South Dakota border here in the Black Hills. It is Wyoming High School Activities Association 3A East girls soccer on Two Basins Sports Network. And the final high school broadcast of the week as we are going to be heading up to Worland again for middle school soccer tomorrow as they get ready to take on the two Gillette junior schools, both Twin Spruce and Sage Valley. Well, the Worland Warriors coming into this game, they're in second place right now, but a win would definitely help them out a little bit in the chase for first. And they do have a losing record. They're coming into this game 3-5. However, it's not the end of the world. A win today and a win over Torrington could help them out a ton and put them at 500. They're still going to trail behind Douglas, of course, but it'll also help break that tie as well that they have with Buffalo. They're actually tied for second. The Worland Lady Warriors currently sit the Worland Lady Warriors currently sit ranked fifth in 3A. We are underway for the start of this girls match. The Worland Lady Warriors and the Newcastle Lady Dogies on Two Basins Sports Network. Well, here we go. Number 17 with it now for Worland. She'll try to push this one back, try to get her number. I apologize, Aspen Hamilton. And now down the near side, Tila Stevenson in the box, and she goes to the ground. This could be a penalty. And this could be interesting here. A very aggressive start to the game for Newcastle. And the Worland players were trying everything they could to shut that down before it got worse. But this is a very unfavorable spot here for Worland as the 19 of Haley Beestrom, the senior, will get ready to take the free kick here on a very dangerous spot on the pitch. Near side, just mere inches from the box. She'll wind up, takes the shot, and saved by Mackenzie Ray, the junior goalkeeper. Crisis averted here for Worland, but they got to shut those down like now. Newcastle, also like the boys, looking for their first win of the season, coming into this match 0-8. They came close to their first. They do have a point as they did end up going into a penalty shootout with the Torrington Trailblazers earlier in April. So they do have a point, and they will have it. They're probably more likely out of the two, quite honestly, to get their first win here in a couple of games. 15 moving up. This is Kinley Hoffman there as she'll give up to the far side. By the way, just who's who. Worland wearing their home or their away whites here. All white here with the orange lettering. Now here they go. Worland moving right to left, by the way. The goalkeeper wearing her green goalkeeper top with the black sweats. Taken away by Newcastle here. Now back up to Kira Warren. Warren far side, chips it up. And still there on the side of the box here. She'll move it and she'll go on a ground pass here. Warren on the shot. That's going to sail to the right. As I think that is either, I think Swinteski is in the goal here for Newcastle. I thought we heard that before the game. But anyway, but these girls ready to play here. Starting off the first half with a shot attempt, and both teams have shots on goal here to start this game. And now they'll pass along the near side. Here comes Ali Stamatakos, the Greek freak. She'll give it near side. Aspen Hamilton was there too, and they'll take this one back. And Stamatakos tries to take it back here, and she'll collide with Tila Stevenson. Goes into the middle here. Worland trying to mount a attack here. Now onto the near side. I think this is Karis Bennett. And now she'll go back. Ali Stamatakos moving to the center here. She'll chip this one up, and that's going to go into the box. And out of touch. I think it was intended for Avery Utterbeck there. But we do have a sub here. 25, Addie Bergstrom, the sophomore, coming into the game now. We're waiting to see who she's coming in for. And here she comes onto the pitch. And looks like, I think that's Scotland Hildebrandt that's coming off the field. Nope, it is not. It is Sherry Merchant. So here we go. Throw in, coming up, and it's going to go along that far side. Whiffs on it, goes out of touch. 36 minutes to go in the first half of the girls' match. A throw in there. They're going to have this one up toward the track. That's chipped out. So a throw in coming up for the Lady Dogies here. Up the far side. I think that's Cheyenne Bloom there. She'll move it up into the far side. That is off of the 3 here, Annie Page. And now here they go near side. Gets it along the ground. Stamatakos was the intended target, and now Blake Seidner is going to get there. Stamatakos to the middle. She'll pass along the ground. It's intercepted, and she'll push up the field into the center circle here. Chips back up to her midfielder. Worland still trying to attack here. They've been on that attacking side all game here. They'll move it along the ground. Now the 14 of Paige Lundgren will go to the center there. Now the 11 of Robertson. They're along the ground, chips it up. Now they're going to pass into a triangle here. The 15, Jenzie McCormick on the takeaway. Now here they go, pushing it up as Seidner whiffs on the ball a little bit now near side. That's going to be missed way up there by Aspen Hamilton. She'll try to get there, trying to push up, and she will shove the 6 of Blake Seidner to the ground. And a good call there, a fair call by the refs, and that's going to give it back to Newcastle. 19 of Haley Beestrom will get set for the free kick here for the Dogies. Lines up for the kick. Newcastle still only has 1 shot on goal today. Same thing for Worland. That'll go out toward the Sagebrush Market ad there, up toward the light tower there. 34-32 to go here in this first half. You are watching Worland Warriors girls soccer on Two Basin Sports Network. Throw in there, the 19 of Haley Beestrom. She'll give it up into the box, and that's going to be scooped up by Mackenzie Ray. She'll get ready for the drop kick here along this middle side, and she'll deliver it there toward the circle, a little short of the circle there, but Kira Warren there to pick it up. She'll still keep it in the circle. Chops it up there, middle side. Here they go. A foot race down the far side, and the flag goes up. That's going to point toward Newcastle's direction, and the Dogies will get the ball back here. It's going to be a matter of who's going to maintain possession today. 33-44, and he'll volley it up here, and it's still a loose ball. Worland, number 2 of Kira Wolfenden's there. She'll try to heave it up, and this is going to go to Aspen Hamilton after Scotland Hildebrandt misses it there. Near side, here comes Ali Stamatakos down the near side. The Greek Freak trying to get something going. She'll move into the middle. Into the box she goes, takes the shot, and it goes to the right. Stamatakos on the shot attempt. Her brother Sam Stamatakos had a good game yesterday in the middle school game against Riverton. So with that, goal kick coming up here for the Newcastle Lady Dogies. Still scoreless here through the first 7 so minutes of the game. 7th minute here. So here they go, passing it along the ground. The 19 of Haley Beestrom. She'll pass it onto the ground here, and they're still trying to keep it going, but Worland breaks it up here. They'll try to move it up into the center circle. Here comes Kira Warren now, trying to outpace the 10 there for Newcastle, Layla Lopez. Now they're going to go along the ground. Kira Warren, she's going to try and get into the box there with Carries Bennett. Takes the shot for the right side, and it's saved. Trying to see who it was. I do believe it might have been. Ooh, I don't know, actually. Into the circle, number 9, Talia Stevenson, trying to get a run going down on the far side. She's trying to attack the net here. She'll lose the ball, but she'll get it right on back. Tries for the strike. That's going to hit. And that will go out of touch there along the far side. And still, Stevenson will throw it in for the Lady Dogies. 31-49 to go in the first half. They'll try to throw it in. Misses there on Scotland Hildebrandt, but this is going to go into the box and picked up by Ray. So here they go. She'll have a drop kick coming up here for the Warriors. Jesus Davila must probably have to feel mixed about it. Your defense is holding up pretty well, but your offense can't seem to, go to the front of the field, and they're kind of overcomplicating things. They kind of need to go with the basics a little bit, I feel like, and this is going to, it's going to be a matter of possession, I think, and who's going to be making the most of their opportunities. Both teams still sit I think, at one shot on goal apiece. And that is going to be a loose ball taken back by Haley Beestrom. Taken back by the Warriors now through the middle. They're going to try and push it up near the box. Carries Bennett. Going to get there now. She'll give it off. Takes the shot for the right side. It hits the side of the net, but no goal. Oof. Into the 9th minute of play here in Newcastle for this girls contest, and it's been a great game so far and a great opportunity there for Worland. Another shot on goal there from the right side. It hits the side of the net though, and that's going to be a shallow clearance there, but Ali Stamatako is trying to go for the challenge there near side, and it's going to be Aspen Hamilton chasing it out there for Worland. She'll have the throw in for the Lady Warriors up near Coach Davila. Down to Kira Warren. She'll pass right side. Down to Wolfenden, now to Bennett, back to Warren, and now to Stamatakos outside the box. She'll go to the right side here, winds up for the kick. Nope, she'll fake it. Stamatakos on the shot, and it's going to be saved! Ali Stamatakos with a great shot on goal, but the keeper is there to shut it down. Whew. So a corner kick is coming up now for Worland, and I can't see out the window, but I can see on the video feed, so that's a good thing at least. Winding up for the kick here, Worland. Going to try to deliver it into the box and saved again, and one of the Worland players will trip over the keeper there. So they'll have another attempt here, I do believe. And it's been a great game for Worland, making the most of their opportunities here, but Newcastle continues to hold firm here. Remember, Newcastle trying to look for their first win of the season in a season that does not have much room left. Kick coming up, and it's a slow roller here, and now here comes Ali Stamatakos down the near side. Has it on the line, tries to kick it up, and that is going to be a shot attempt for Kira Warren, and she'll get it into the net! Finds it for the first goal of the game, Kira Warren. And what a shot for the Warriors. They are able to get that first goal. Kira Warren, the senior, getting the opening goal here, so breaking the ice. 1-0, Worland on top. Whew, what a shot and what a goal. Kira Warren finding the back of the net. We'll shut up now. 28:54 to go here in this first half. Worland will get the ball back off the Newcastle kickoff. Warren will kick it up to the center now. Here comes the 11. Now kicking it up. Robertson was there on that touch now, and Worland still trying to get it out. Warren will dump it off now to the 17 of Hamilton. Hamilton near side to Ali Stamatakos. She'll give it back up to the middle. Still in the center circle. They'll push it upfield. Now here comes the 2 of Kira Wolfenden. Wolfenden far side there. Carries Bennett's also there, but being chased down by the 25 of Addie Bergstrom. Takes the shot. This is going to be a big chance here. Stamatakos into the net. There's still a chance. And they're going to try and clear it out. Worland still with the possession. Yeah, here comes 17. Aspen Hamilton takes it. That's off the body of one of the Newcastle players, and Taylor Conkin is there to shut it down. That will be a throw-in coming up for the Lady Warriors here, I do believe. Nope, check that. She is going to the corner. So Ali Stamatako is going to get ready for the corner. Delivers it in now into the box, and now here comes Kira Warren. Warren winding up now to the 11 now on the shot. Robertson can't get it on goal there. That is going to go back to the Dogies. Whew, are you not entertained? Oh, Layla Lopez into the game now for Newcastle. 26-5 heading to the bench here. That is Kaylee Liggett and Carly Purviance. So here they go. Back into action. Worland still in their offensive half. Stamatakos will get the handoff there. She'll go to the middle, chips it in along that far side. And right there, Kira Wolfenden gets it off, and it's ricocheted off of Cheyenne Bloom. Goes out of touch there along the ads, and they'll be thrown in for Worland. And now stolen away here by the Dogies. Now here comes Layla Lopez through the middle. Will be chased down, though, by the Warriors. Passing it along the ground here. They'll have it there on the midfield line. Now they'll chip it up near side here to the 17 of Aspen Hamilton. Hamilton tries to go near side. It's rejected there by the 6, almost said 5, of Blake Seidner. Good job picking that one up there, but Aspen Hamilton will have the throw in for the Warriors. Why do I say it like that? Trying to go, Kira Warren was there, but now it's taken back. They're going to get back up to Aspen Hamilton. Tries to touch pass along the middle here. Now here comes the 11 of Robertson. Ricocheted. Now Warren is going to have the ball before the whistle, and that'll go back to Newcastle off of a foul. So they did not like the contact that they saw down there, or it could have been a handball. Who knows? But free kick coming up for the Dogies here. They're going to have a chance to get the offense going again. Still 1-0 in case you're just tuning in. We're past the, about ready to get into the 15-minute mark here in this game. Warriors still trying to attack. It's 1-0. Warriors on top. Into the center circle. They'll move up. Robertson with the ball. She'll chip it upfield. This could be a big chance here. Kinley, sorry, this is a big one. Hits the crossbar. Stamatakos tips it in. Goal! The Greek freak, Ali Stamatakos, with the goal for Worland. And that is going to be Worland making it 2-0 here. 25-30. And what a goal. Ali, we've been waiting to see her find the net here, and she does. And that was about as pretty of a goal as you can get. It found the top and kind of bounced through. A picture-perfect goal, and we are back underway. Newcastle, though, I think they're pretty close to scoring here if they can keep the possession a little bit. They did have, we saw in that start of the game what they are capable of when they can find the gap here in the Worland defense. Warren will give it up now to the 2 of Kira Wolfenden. And now they'll dig it up. Ali Stamatakos, she's hungry. She wants more. And that'll go to the near side. Back, they're going to try and reset, and now they'll push it up along the near side. Stamatakos, near side. Now they're going to share it amongst themselves. Warren in a triangle. Now carries Bennett, dumps it off to Stamatakos. Goes right side. And it's going to be intercepted, but Stamatakos not giving up on the pursuit here. Here comes Kira Wolfenden into the box now. And the 13 will have this one, Sherry Merchant, down on the far side, but stolen away. And now they're going to keep trying to play the ball here. And along the ground here, that is going to be rolled up and chipped up to the far side. Worland with the possession. Still there, Kinley, or is that Brynlyn Rollins? Sorry, she's into the starting lineup this game. Still there, rolling far side, and Worland will have it there on the circle. And now here comes the 9 of Tila Stevenson with a big chance. One-on-one there with Annie Page, the freshman, and that is going to be a tough matchup there as that'll be whistled dead. It looks like a free kick possibly coming up for Newcastle. The Dogies doing a really good job here now. 2 goals in. They're doing everything they can to get onto the board themselves. They do not want to miss the goal bus here.
Don't try to make it mean something more than it is.
Okay,
24 minutes, the kick. And this is going to be taken back by Worland. A clearance coming up here into the middle. Carries Bennett with it near side. Stamatakos, does she have the speed to get there? It's going to be a foot race between her and the 7. And now here they go. Stamatakos one-on-one with the keeper to beat. Takes the shot, finds it back in the net. Stamatakos makes it a 3-0 game, and she finds it the net again. Ali Stamatakos makes it a 3-0 ball game with her second goal of the game. Kira Warren scored the first one, and now it's been a Stamatakos 1-2. I'll tell you, that's what makes Ali such an exciting player to watch, is moments like that. She's been able to keep ball control here this season for the most part, but she's been, she hasn't been given many opportunities this season from our view. But today she's been fed the ball quite a bit, and she's been making them, she's been making them glad that they've been giving her the ball there. But they'll push it up now near side, outside. Carries Bennett trying to chase it down, and this is going to go back up to Kira Warren. Sorry. They're going to go into the middle here. They're going to try a bit of a smaller touch pass here. Still trying to beat the player out there to the far side. They're going to chip it back up toward the track up near the ball girls over there. Newcastle whiffing on the kick, but they're going to still try to chip it back up, trying to go for the clearance, and now try to mount a counterattack, but it'll roll out of touch as Sherry Merchant in pursuit of it here. Top side, they're going to go through the middle here, switching direction, and it's cleared up, and Worland will have had the ball there for a second. Robertson tries to go for the standing challenge. Now here comes Tila Stevenson. Stevenson far side in pursuit there. The number 3 of Annie Page was there on the defensive side. Page still trying to challenge far side, and she's an aggressive young lady, a freshman. Really not that much of a shocker. Willing to get in there and get aggressive, but that's going to be kicked out onto the track. It looks like it could be a throw in for Newcastle. So with that, actually, it looks like we got a throw-in or a free kick coming up for Worland, potentially, as they're positioning the ball here. About ready to go for the halfway mark in this first half. The kick is delivered up into the circle. Whiffs by it there. Carries Bennett, picks it up, and now here they go into the center circle. Chips it up past the 10, and now it's going to be back into the Newcastle half. Here come the Dogies on another attack, looking for a shot on goal. They're going to get toward the box, and it's going to be a foot race and a bit of a scrum there as well. So Worland actually will benefit off that, as Newcastle, I think, number 9 of Tila Stevenson tried to get the shot on goal there, just kind of shoved her off her, and it will give it back to the Warriors here. Onto the far side, being chased out by Sherry Merchant. Again, the junior can't get to it in time. It'll be a throw-in for the Dogies, as Carly Proviance coming back into the game for the Dogies. And looks like coming out of the game will be the 13, I think, of Sherry Merchant. So she'll get a much-needed breather here into the 19th minute of play here. Far side now, it's going to be taken by Kira Wolfenden. One Newcastle player took a tumble there. They're going to go through the middle and ricochets off, and she's going to still try to chase it down. And here comes the 11 trying to chase it down, Hildebrandt. They'll chip it up now, and Newcastle coming in like a swarm of hornets there. Now here they go. Layla Lopez there, far side. And you got a herd of Dogies now starting to flood into that offensive side if they can't get a play going there. And look at the Warriors here, still trying to keep it out of that side. And the Warriors have been pretty smart with the ball all day. Now here comes Robertson through the middle here, a loose ball, but picked up there. Kira Warren, now it's going to be out in front. Stamatakos one-on with the keeper, and that's going to be picked up toward the center circle. She had Carries Bennett and Allie Stamatakos right there in her face. Very good job by the keeper. Was not afraid to leave her assignment there to make sure that the ball didn't find the back of the mesh there. And into the 20th minute, halfway through. Ashlyn Hamer coming into the game, as well as Kaylee Lidgett. Number 10 of Layla Lopez headed to the bench here for the Dogies. For the Warriors, Robertson headed to the bench. So Ashlyn Hamer comes in, and we already covered that, but just making sure. We're going to kick it out onto the track there, up toward the cap and bottle sign there. And this is going to go for a throw-in for the Warriors. Gets it into the box here. This could be a big chance, but the keeper picks it up. Beautiful job there. And that will keep a 4th goal off the board for Worland, at least for the time being. They'll have it on the center circle. Here comes Scotland Hildebrandt there with the last touch, and now she'll get up there to the 2 for Newcastle. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. They'll chip it up far side here, up toward the banners, and that's going to be kicked out far side. Still in play for now, but that's going to hit the white line and throw in for Worland, keeping the play going as quick as possible here. Robertson there on the top side of the circle. She's kind of retreating back here, trying to go through 2 different players, and she'll have open space for the time being here. And now she's going to have to go one-on-one with the 11 of Scotland Hildebrandt. Now she'll pass it left side to Aspen Hamilton. Hamilton kicks it back up to Robertson, far side or middle side now. They're going to go right on by Cheyenne Bloom. Back into the defenders here for Worland. They're going to get up into the center circle. Whiffs on a little bit on the attempted pass to Aspen Hamilton. Hamilton tries to get there. She'll push it upfield, and now the 25 of Addie Bergstrom was there on the touch as Blake Seidner tries to come in. Now here comes Robertson again, near side, going 1-on-2 with Newcastle as Addie Bergstrom and Blake Seidner were there to break up the play for the Dogies. Throw in coming up for Newcastle. That is off of Stamatakos. Now they'll push it up. Aspen Hamilton pushes it up, and now the keeper is going to come to meet the ball, and she'll clear it to the near side, but Worland still has it. Stamatakos, 2 goals on this game, and she's going to move to the middle. Stamatakos back heels it here. They're going to try and get something going there far side. Back to Allie again. Now she'll go to the far side, toward the track. Through the top side. They're going to move to the left. This could be a chance. Carries Bennett on the goal here. Nope. And saved by the keeper. Beautiful job. Number 22, Christine Swenteski, the sophomore, on another great save. She's had a lot of that just hit off the back of the referee. So a drop ball coming up, I believe, for Worland, or for, I meant to say Newcastle. Again, the orange and black threw me off. I apologize. And collision there with Kaylee Liggett, as well as a couple of other Warriors there. And now they're going to try to force Newcastle back deep in their defensive half. Swenteski is going to chase it down, and she's going to clear it far side, but that's going to go up toward the far side. Warriors will get this one back up in the uneven terrain, kind of making the ball bounce there near side, and now Aspen Hamilton intercepts it. Now they're going to try and get in there and try and dig it away. She'll fall back, no whistle. Kira Warren moving to the right side. Now here comes Kira Wolfenden. Kira to Kira. She'll dig it up into the box, and that's going to go onto the goal line and up toward the tarp there on the long jump pit. That is going to end up going for a goal kick here for the Dogies. Still 3-0 in case you're just tuning in. 15:43 to go. Here you're watching Varsity Girls Soccer on Two Basins Sports Network. The goal kick coming up here for the Warriors. Kicks it up along the ground and didn't get the kick she wanted. Stamatakos on the interception. She'll give it up to the 21. Now Stamatakos with it again through the middle. Stamatakos trying to retreat here. Goes to the far side. Her brother Sam had a pretty good game against Riverton yesterday in the middle school game. Now here they go into the box. Breaking free. Tries for the shot. It hits the side of the net. That's going to be a goal kick, I believe, for Newcastle, as Sherry Merchant checking into the game now for Newcastle. Coming out of the game looks to be the number 3 of, or sorry, check that. That is not number 3. That is the number 5 of Carly Proviance. She's been in there for a pretty good minute. And here comes Newcastle on the challenge. Now here comes Kira Warren, already a goal in this game, now gives it up. She'll push it upfield to Carries Bennett. Now to Ali Stamatakos there. It kind of bumped along the grass there. Here comes Aspen Hamilton. They'll get it up into the middle of the field, and here they go again, trying everything they can. And now they'll push it upfield again. Annie Page, middle, pushes up far side. Ashlyn Hamer now. That is going to go airborne just a little bit. It'll drop in front of the 9 of Tila Stevenson. Through the middle, and a bit of a collision there, but they're still going to try and get rid of it. This is, I think, Robertson with it, and they'll go near side. She's going to be one-on-one with Hamilton, or with Robertson and Hamilton down there. Also getting it away, the 21 of Kira Warren, and now stolen away by Ruth Rose there in the middle, and now they'll try to push it upfield. 15 will push it up to the far side there, one-on-one with Scotland Hildebrandt, and she'll try to steal it away. Newcastle with possession again. Now they'll cough it back up into the middle here. They're still going for it here, and now here comes Carries Bennett with it there near side. Kicks it up now to Ali Stamatakos all by herself there for a sec. Only a couple of players to beat here, and that will be kicked away. Aspen Hamilton trying to pick up on it there, and she'll get there. And they'll kick it back up to their defenders to try and set up again here. Far side up toward the track, and now they're going to have another opportunity. Good footwork there as they're going to try and move middle. Now they're going to kick it back up. Kara Wolfenden near side now to Ali Stamatakos. Stamatakos still there near the box, and it's going to be a dangerous possession here. Aspen Hamilton near side. Hamilton moves left. Stamatakos in the way there just a moment there, but Aspen Hamilton still moving to the right. Takes the shot on goal and a grab. A leaping save there for the keeper. And so with that, Christine Swinteski doing what Christine Swinteski does, making acrobatic save after acrobatic save. Rolls it behind Alan Stamatakos on the back heel, fakes out the 6 of Blake Seidner. Far side, moves onto the grass, or moves onto the lighter grass here. She'll move left side, chops it up tries to get up to Carries Bennett rather, but it's intercepted by Haley Baystrom. And rolls out toward the rolling train there as the 13 again, Sherry Merchant tries to chase it out. And we got subs, the 5 and 16 coming on for Newcastle. That is Carly Proviance and Jaden Nelson. Worland and Newcastle actually pretty equal on player count here. I think actually they have the same exact number of players. So in Newcastle, at least on our roster that we've been given, the bench looking a little bit more barren compared to Worland, but through the middle here comes Worland on the offensive attack again. Kind of chipped back up there, and now they're going to try and work far side. Annie Page tries to come up on it here, and she'll get there. Throw in coming up. Now up to Ashlyn Hamer. Throw in coming up for the Worland Warriors. And they'll throw it in. Carries Bennett was right there. Now they'll go left side. Tries to kick it up to Bennett. Into the box. Ball's still loose. 19 will try to get it out of there. Richardson picks it up there. Or Robertson, I meant to say. Apologize. I'm so sorry about that. Tries the kick from way out. Kira wolfing it on the shot. It's up and no good. The save there again by Swinteski. 10 minutes and 50 seconds to go. So we are into the... the 31st minute now? Or, sorry, the 29th minute, I should probably say. Passing it shallow along the ground. Here comes Kira Warren. She'll kick it up to Stamatakos, and it's blocked there by the 19. Pushed up. That's going to go by the 11 and whiffed there by the 14 of Paige Lundgren. Getting out of the field is Kinley Hoffman. Haven't said much of her name today. Those defenders have been back there chilling out for the most part today. And still there on the far side, trying to move right side. Newcastle on the attack, and I think they touched the ball there, but they are going to let them play. Far side. Chops it up there toward the track. It's going to be whiffed on the chest block there, and this could be still a chance for Newcastle if they play their cards right. Far side there along the line. And the 13 was there on the challenge, but Worland is going to come away with it, but I think a whistle coming up, and I think Newcastle might have either a throw-in or a free kick here. Yeah, it will be a throw-in for the Dogies here. We do have mass subs here for Worland coming on here shortly. Good Lord, 5 subs coming on for the Warriors here. Make that 6 subs, actually. So free kick looks like it's going to be coming up here for Worland. 16, 10, 6, 12, 8, 9. Jaden Nelson. Oh, good Lord, sorry. Brooklyn August, Audra Neighbors. 10, 6, that's Elena Studi. The number 6, not on our roster. Number 8, number 9, that is Brenlyn Rollins and Avery Utterback. So they're going to get their first minutes here in this match. Here in the 31st minute of the match. Digs it up into the middle here to Kira Wolfenden, and that's going to go back to the Dogies here. Now that will be taken back by Scotland Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt pushing it upfield. Here comes the 9 of Tila Stevenson. Stevenson far side, one-on-one with the defender here. Ball kind of up there. She kind of volleys it to the middle here, and this is going to go right on back to Newcastle. The 2 will be there to greet it. That is Ruth Rose. Far side trying to beat it out. And now here she goes. Starting to get a little bit more orange here in Newcastle as the sun will start to set here behind the Black Hills in just a sec. Through into the middle. Worland Still there. Ball's loose. It's going to go up toward the subs. Also another one coming in. Sophia Holman looks like she'll be coming into the game. Simon Holman had a great game yesterday for the middle schoolers. Blake Seidner and Layla Lopez coming in for Newcastle.
So here we go. Number 6, Maggie Rohde. Number 8, Bridlin Rollins. Number 9, Avery Utterback. Number 10, Elena Studi. Number 12, Audra Neighbors. Number 16, Brooklyn August. And number 20, Sophia Holman.
So here they go. After that long laundry list of players that came in, I've never seen Worland substitute that many players at once this season. That's a basketball sub that we would see there with the wholesale substitutes here. But here they go, pushing it up into the middle. They're going to try to go through the middle of the field. They're going to push it up. That could go to the keeper, and it does. I think they were intending to get that up to Brenlin Rollins, the freshman. And so with that, a lot of players getting much-needed rest. I think they used their entire lineup there as Ali Samatakos, Annie Page, 17, 7, 21, Aspen Hamilton, Carries Bennett, and Kira Warren go to the bench for Worland. They got a lot of subs to play with, so really not that shocked that they used this many. Samatakos with 2 goals probably needed a little bit of a rest. Poor thing probably needed she could probably drink all of the Platte River if she wanted to here. Down onto the box. That's going to be scooped up. Actually, is it their Pathfinder that's close to this place? I should have probably said she could have drank all of Pathfinder if she wanted to. But that's beside the point. Here we go, back underway. Newcastle chipping it up. They're going to go into the center circle, rolls it along the ground there to the 11 of Scotland Hildebrandt. Now they're going to go airborne again. That one goes by the 7 of Taylor Conklin. Now they're going to chase it down close to the white paint. That'll go out of touch, and this one will stay here, or this one will go back to Worland, rather. 6 minutes to go here in the first half of action. 34 minutes into the game now out of the far side, and this is going to go back to Newcastle. So with that, this is going to be a sub again for Newcastle. Sherry Merchant coming in. So number 5 of Carrie Purviance is also coming off. Well, we'd like to welcome you back here. Sorry about that. The number 11 of Scotland Hildebrandt now into the center circle, trying to chip it up. And now here they go, Hildebrandt on another steal. Worland will try to get a beam on it there as Sophia Holman picks up there for Worland. Near side, one-on-one. Holman gets it back there along the line. You can also see the shadow of the press box starting to come onto the field now. So here they go. Rolling it along to 16. Brooklyn August was right there, and they're going to kick this one upfield. This could be a big chance for Newcastle. Stevenson, one-on-one. Still into the box, takes the shot, and it goes to the right. Tila Stevenson with the chance of a lifetime there. Heartbroken that she missed that one. That could have been, you don't get much better of a breakaway than that. But either way, that does prove Newcastle has done this twice now. They've had they've proven that they know how to exploit Worland's defense here, and they are able to come away on a breakaway. They did this within the literally first minute of the game. And they do it again, and they could try and set up again for another chance. But nope, here they go. Near side, the 11 of Robertson. Robertson there near side, still one-on-one. She'll go near side. Kicks up along the middle. Now here comes the 10 of Elena Studi. Lily Studi having a good game in the girls' game against Riverton yesterday. And they're going to go near side here to the 20 of Sophia Holman. Still one-on-one here to Leah Stevenson. Still going to go near side. Stevenson, I think Stevenson the most dangerous player out here for Newcastle, quite frankly. Jaden Nelson there, chips up along the middle. This is going to go sky high and being chased down by Brooklyn. I think that's August. And now they'll move to the middle here. That's a little overcooked there. That was intended for Audra Neighbors there. And now here comes Scotland. Hildebrandt through the middle. She'll push it upfield. Stevenson's there. The goalkeeper way out of assignment here. This could be dangerous. That's going to go near side. And that will stay in play. Mackenzie Ray was super lucky that that ball did not go much further than that. And Newcastle still playing aggressively here. Hildebrandt near side, and they're going to try and push it upfield. I think that was Paige Lundgren there. And now here comes Audra Neighbors through the middle. She'll try to give it back up. And Brynlyn Rollins, I think, was there too. And they're going to still loft it there near side. And this has been a very entertaining matchup here so far with 2:25 to go. Newcastle very close. They're knocking on the door for that first goal, and I think they're going to get it here eventually. And still going far side here. They're going to have a 2-on-1 situation. Worland trapped in their own side. And that is going to be kicked up to the far side there. Chipped up. And now they're going to throw it along the track there. Worland still in possession for now. But here comes Avery Utterbeck getting it out of the backfield. And Newcastle pushing it forward here. Remember, Worland's got quite a few subs. And you got to keep in mind, they got to play a game in Torrington tomorrow. They'll actually be skipping over to Torrington after this game. We're going to go right on back to our base in Thermont because we got to go to Worland tomorrow. But a throw in coming up here for the Warriors there along that far side. Kicking it in between. Audra Neighbors is going to be there trying to spin out of it. Now it's going to be a challenge to the number 6 who is not on our roster, keep in mind. Pushing off there. Newcastle will still keep it there on their offensive half. They're starting to dominate a little bit there on the possession side here. With these subs coming in. The usuals getting their break here. Now here they go along the far side. They're going to roll it up to the circle, moving to the near side. Moving to the middle here. I meant to say, I apologize. I think the fatigue is starting to set in a little bit. That's going to be kicked down to the far side by Taylor Conklin. Onto the track. That's going to hit one of the Farm Bureau ads. I forgot the word for a moment. But so here they go. Kicks it up down to the far side. That is going to be chased down by the 9 of Avery Utterbeck. Throw in here for the Warriors. 34 seconds to play in the first half here from Newcastle High School here in Newcastle, Wyoming, here in the county, I believe the county seat of Weston County. Chips it up here. Moves it up to the far side. They're going to be one-on-one there. They're going to move it up to the far side and out of touch. 15 seconds to play here in the half. Now down to 10, 9, 8, 7. Trying to move it out the back here. They're going to go for a free kick. 5, 4, 3. And she slips there on that. Oh, Lord. Hope she's okay. But the buzzer sounds here to end the first half, and we'll be right back from Schoonmaker Field in Newcastle, Wyoming. The score at the end of the first half, the Worland Warriors lead over the Newcastle Dogies 3-0. We'd like to welcome you back here. We hope you enjoyed the little halftime entertainment as Sweet Caroline playing here in Worland, and we're actually getting started for the second half here. 40 minutes to go in this match in our action tonight before we head back to Worland for middle school soccer. We hope you're having a great day today. I know I am. It's been a fun ride up here in Newcastle. We'll be heading back to WMS tomorrow at the Eastfield for a quadruple header, I guess if you want to call it that, between the Gillette schools, 2 boys, 2 girls matchups. But for now, let's focus on the high school kids here as Newcastle trying to clear it out here. They'll be moving right to left this time here. And it's been a pretty good game so far for the Warriors, and the Dogies actually were trying to mount something toward the end of that first half, and they just couldn't get there with trying to remember who. But Talia Stevenson getting some shots on goal toward the end of that first half. So fully expect her to try something like that again in this half, trying to get Newcastle at least 1 goal tonight. Throw in here for the Dogies. It'll stay here with the black and orange. And the Dogies trying to mount some momentum here with 40 minutes to go in the evening off of the hip here, and they're going to try and get it up past the midfield line. Here comes the 9 of Talia Stevenson again. This could be a big attack here, going through the middle, and that's going to be broken up, and a Worland player takes the tumble, and they're going to they're going to whistle, and a yellow card. Ooh, they're going to nail Stevenson for that, so she's going to get booked. Where is she?
Checking in for the Dogies, number 13, Sherry Merchant.
So Talia Stevenson get her first card of the day, and that's just, wow. We haven't seen a card all day. Referee has kept his hand out of that back pocket today for the most part, but today he finally had enough after that. And here they go. They're going to try and chop it up. The number 7 of Taylor Conklin. And now here they go. The 21 of Kira Warren is up there trying to get it away for Worland. And now Warriors trying to mount a counter as Haley Baystrom put a bit of a touch on it there for a moment. They're going to get out in front of it. Big speed for Ali Samatakos into the box. Takes the shot. Still it's saved, and it's going to stay that way. Great grab there by Christine Swinteski. Drop kick here for Newcastle. Christine Swinteski's been a superhero today. And now here comes Robertson passing left side now. Kira Warren with it. Warren trying to get out of trouble there. She's going to kick it back up to her defender. I think that's Elena Studi back there. Actually, that is Paige Lundgren. I apologize for that. And they're going to push it up here past the divots, and they're going to move it up. Here comes potential attack. Kira Wolfen to the near side, trying to move left side, changing her direction on Cheyenne Bloom. Carries Bennett now moving up near side, and now they're going to continue to give Worland a little bit of trouble there as it was deflected by Conklin. Conklin will move it out to the middle. Now here comes Layla Lopez through the middle. She'll try to thread it far side. Kira Warren. And a big chance here. Ali Samatakos into the box. Trying to work her way through. Takes it, and it's saved. Christine Swinteski on another grab there. That ball was a heater as well, so great job stopping it there. That must have hurt, though. Off the head of Robertson, I apologize. And Kira Warren takes a tumble there as the turf monster gets her there. Robertson goes for the standing challenge there, and she'll have it along the far side up toward the track. They'll tip it up just a little bit there. Beestrom now up to the 7 of Taylor Conklin. She'll get in there. Passing it along the ground here. And carries Bennett still there through the middle. She's going to move to her right. And now here comes the 11 of Robertson there. They'll kind of pass it up amongst each other here. Got to give credit to Jesus Davila as well. He put together a pretty good unit today. Really using the passes, a lot of smooth passes today for the Warriors. 35-14 to go. And it looks like Tila Stevenson, after serving her yellow card, will come back into the game. Sherry Merchant will head to the bench for a little while. But that means Tila is going to have to be a little bit more careful here as the game progresses because she's into that warning period now. Near side, here comes Kira Wolfenden now on the near side, trying to get it away. Kicks up to the middle to Robertson now, and now here they go outside the box, and carries Bennett, gets up to the near side, or gets up out past the box, and now here comes Kira Warren, far side. It's taken away, and now the standing challenge. This could be a big shot, and that's going to go to the left. I think that was Stamatakos on the shot there for Worland, and that is going to go up toward the construction there. Imagine somebody shanks the ball left and it goes into one of those little bollards over there. That wouldn't be very good. 34-12. Left to go here in this game. Carries Bennett into the box, takes the shot on goal, and it's deflected. Great job by Ruth Rose to get a boot on it there. That will be a corner kick, I think, for I almost said Riverton, for Worland, and that will send Stamatakos to the corner flag there, or what's left of it, rather. Coming up tomorrow at 11 a.m., we got middle school soccer as the Twin Spruce Warriors come to town for a quad against Rollins and Worland. Coverage will start at 10 or 11 a.m. sharp with the girls' game on the East Field against the Twin Spruce Warriors. But right now, back to high school. Here comes Kira Warren. She's going to take a shot on goal, and the keeper is ready for it. Christine Swinteski on the save again. Drop kick coming up, and keep in mind, Kira Warren does already have a goal in this game. She scored the first goal within the first 10, 20 minutes or so. But here they go. They're going to push it upfield here. They're going to get into the defensive half for the Warriors. Near side, trying to tip this one back. Annie Page, the freshman, they're going to kick it out toward the picnic blankets there. That is going to be a throw-in coming up for the Newcastle Dogies in their offensive half. Cheyenne Bloom on the throw-in for the Lady Dogies. So Sherry Merchant coming into the game again. Jesus Davila giving some instructions down there on the sideline. Throw-in coming in. That is going to be intercepted. And that one's going to go right on back as it's chopped up by Cheyenne Bloom. Still there through the middle. And this will be stolen away. Could be a big chance for a counterattack here. They're going to go through the middle. Tries to throw the ball here for Kira Warren. And this could be a big chance here if they can keep the possession, and it's broken up. Thought I saw Taylor Conklin in there breaking up the play there for the Dogies. And now Robertson gets there. But also pushed forward by the 15 of Kinley Hoffman. And now still there in the back, and that is booted there by Lundgren. Carries Bennett there far side or near or middle here. She's going to push it up to Kira Warren along the ground. This could be a big chance. There into the box, and it's cleared. Christine Swinteski picks up on it there. And through the middle here, the 11 trying to push it by. Here comes Robertson. Now that's going to be loose. And a loose ball here. This is going to be a shot on there, and Kira Wolfenden cannot complete the list of Kira's to score today on that attempt. She'll sail it far left. And that will hit the chain link over there on that left side. 31 minutes to go. And so with that, the keeper, Swinteski, will get set to kick it away here for Newcastle. Bit of a shallow play here, trying to play it out of the back of the field here. Trying to prevent anything going forward here, but they're going to try and clear it out middle. They're having a lot of problems there on this south end of the field. And now they'll push it up on to the 3 of Annie Page. The freshman will kick it out onto the track, and that will go out near the bleachers here at Schoonmaker Field. Throw in coming up for Newcastle. Addie Bergstrom there on the near side up near the referee station. Throws it in, out of touch there off of, I think, the 8 of Brynlyn Rollins. So again, out onto the track. This is going to go for another throw in here. Bergstrom getting a second opportunity, and this one's going to be kicked right back up. Bergstrom picks it up there through the middle. And Tila Stevenson tries to come in for a potential header or just a body check there through the middle. And now here comes a big run here for Worland. Out in front. Is this legal? Brynlyn Rollins to the box. Tries for the shot, and it's saved! Kristen, oh no! Slips right on through, and that's going to go into the back of the net for Worland. Whoa. So, looks like that is actually not going to count. 3-0, so we're going to take that goal graphic off. We apologize to our viewers for displaying the wrong graphic there. But this is going to go off at the 13 of Sherry Merchant. Still near side. Here comes Newcastle. So Newcastle bailed out there by the whistle. But Worland going to try and get it again. Kira Warren moves up to the far side on the pass, and they're going to try and push it up by Aspen Hamilton. That will blow by Taylor Conklin. And I think she might be able to get a hand on it there. Nope, it'll be a throw-in off of Conklin. So Newcastle will try to charge back down the north end of the field here. And we got subs as Jaden Nelson and Carly Purviance come into the game again for the Dogies. And the light's starting to come on here in the press box. Ooh, pretty. Throw in coming up for Carly Purviance here off the far. I think that's her up there. Nope, that is not. Somebody else is up there. But we got one checking out. That is the 6 of Blake Seidner heading to the bench there. Also throw in here, and here comes Worland trying to mount another attack. Stamatakos from way far out, right side, picked up by the keeper, Swenteski. Another scoop and save there. She'll drop kick it up. Bit of a sky-high kick. That's going to land outside the circle here. Still trying to volley it up, and now Ali Stamatakos with it. The Greek Freak trying to move her way through the middle. Now she'll push up, carries Bennett into the box here. Bennett will move with her back turned, and she'll kick it back up here to the far side. Winding up, trying to deliver into the box. Kira Wolfenden with it outside the box, outside the penalty arc here. And now here they go. They're going to try and get it out of there as best they can, and they're going to go kick it near side inside the shade of the press box. Throw in coming up for the 3 of Annie Page, and now Worland still making life miserable down there on that defensive side for Newcastle, and they're going to try and clear it away. Stolen back away, and now here comes the 2 of Kira Wolfenden, and this is going to be taken back, pushed up forward here. The 11 of Scotland Hildebrandt was there, and that's going to be a throw-in coming up here, possibly for Worland. In case you're just tuning in, 27:41 to go in the match. We've been here since 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon here in beautiful Newcastle. It's 7:30 local. Sun's starting to set. They've actually turned on the lights here in the press box. Warren kicks up to the far side. Stamatakos into the box, trying to move right. Takes the shot, hits the crossbar! And they're going to try and get it. This is still not over. Chips it up, and it goes over the net. Well, a very close call there for the Dogies. And so with that, oh yeah, Layla Lopez heading onto the pitch here. Coming off is the 16 of Jaden Nelson. Feels like they just put her in a couple of minutes ago. Now she's coming out. Near side, trying to chase it down, and that is going to be the 11 of Robertson. Or sorry, check that, the 8 of Brynlyn Rollins chasing it down there for Worland. Throw in coming up for the Warriors here. Now off of the boot of Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt now transitioning over to Merchant. And now here comes Worland trying to get back here in transition. They're going to try and move it up the field. Gets it into the box, and it's stopped. Very lucky carries. Bennett was right there, though. Shaq could have been dangerous. And now here comes a chance here. Kira Wolfenden with the ball, moving it left, moving it right. Now it's going to be cleared back up. Out of touch there as Annie Page tries to chase it along the near side, and it'll be a throw-in coming up for the Warriors. Page chucks it in. Here comes the 8 of Brynlyn Rollins. Rollins on the outside of the box here. She'll try to cross it in. Carries Bennett on the ricochet there. Ruth Rose will now chop it up to Scotland Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt off the 3 of Annie Page, and now they'll move it up past the midfield line. And now they'll move it back up into the offensive zone for Worland. Carries Bennett's right there, nearest Warrior to it. Chopped up by Ruth Rose here. Volleyed up. Here comes the opportunity by Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt still there on the defensive side. She'll spit it back out to Tila Stevenson. And now they'll move it back up. Or sorry, check that was actually Sherry Merchant that was there. Throw in coming up for the Warriors. Annie Page throws it in near side here to Robertson. Gets up into the back left side of the circle here. They're going to try and move it in. Has a little bit of room, and that will be stolen away by Jenzie McCormick. Down in the middle far here. So that is Haley Beestrom. I apologize for that. That looked like a 15 to me. I apologize. But volleyed up here, and this is going to go to the near side, and that one's taken back by Bergstrom. Still kind of a loose ball there, but they'll chop it up into the offensive side. Newcastle still trying to mount the attack. And they're going to go near side here. And they've been trading possessions the last 30 seconds here. It's been really interesting to see. But now here comes a big chance by Stamatakos. Gets it out in front. Has a great dribble. Carries Bennett into the box here. Going to try and pass it in here. This could be a chance. And they're going to pass it along the ground. Near side here, Sherry Merchant. Now back up to the middle here. Wolfenden tries to go for that standing challenge. And they're going to get in the middle of it here. Here comes the 3 of Annie Page, and now the 11 of Robertson. Moving up onto the circle and stolen away. Robertson back there to clean up, though. Far side, moving it along the ground. And Ali Stamatakos now to carries Bennett. Now it's going to be a bit of a chase here on the far side. Stamatakos, far side. Tries to go for the shot. This could be a big chance, and it's whiffed. Robertson couldn't get a boot on it. Who's texting me? I'm not going to bother to check it now. So, looks like a corner could be coming up here. So, Seidner and Hamer coming into the game now. I haven't seen Ashlyn Hamer in a little bit. Coming out of the game is Brynlyn Rollins here for Worland. Speaking of Rollins, that will be the next road trip. Or sorry, no, that'll be the second, or that'll be the last road trip for Worland is to Rollins. But we got Buffalo coming up next on Monday, so we got to worry about that trip, providing it even happens. It is supposed to probably snow on Monday, so or at least in the mountain it is. It's going to rain for the most part on Monday. Near side, that's going to go out of touch off the 5 of Carly Purviant. Or sorry, check that. Ashlyn Hamer, wrong team there. Correct number, wrong team. They'll throw it in. Annie Page tries to get up there to the 5 of Ashlyn Hamer, and she's still going to battle for the ball here. They'll go along that near side as Kira Wolfenden was there chasing it for Worland. Throw in for Page. Page hesitates. She'll look to go to the wide open middle here. Kira Warren now. She'll go to the far side. This is kicked up. Big chance here. Potentially Ali Stamatakos tries for the shot, and it's going to deflect off of her, and Stamatakos on the shot on goal with Bennett there for insurance, and that'll be picked up there. But great job, Carrie's Bennett positioning herself in case of a rebound opportunity there. Probably would have been a goal for Bennett had that been a rebound. So great job by the keeper to keep a hold of it. Passes it along the ground. Carries Bennett now. Here comes the 2 of Kira Wolfenden. She'll go along the ground here to Ashlyn Hamer. Hamer passes it along the ground. Here comes the 2 of Kira Wolfenden along the ground again. Kira Warren now to Robertson. Robertson to the track there. She's going to stop it there on the track. Or not on the track, but close to it. And Kira Wolfenden now into the middle. Carries Bennett, has a chance. It's broken up. And that will be going to the near side. That's going to go up toward the coaches there for Newcastle. Throw in coming up for Annie Page. She'll throw it in near side. Here comes the 5 of Ashlyn Hamer. Delivers it into the box. Carries Bennett. Could have had a body goal there, but that's going to be chased down by the keeper. And Stamatakos tries to get there just in case. And so that'll be a drop kick coming here very shortly, at least I assume. Nope. Check that. Looks like they're going to go for a goal kick. So offside flag went up. I did not even catch that, so I would like to apologize for that. So with that, 21:09. I don't know how well you could see it on our video feed, but 21 minutes to go here in this match. We're almost halfway through, getting ready to enter the 59th minute here in this match. Here from Newcastle. Far side, taken away by Stamatakos. Down the far side, guarded there by the 7 of Conklin. Here comes Stamatakos into the box there. Could have a volley shot up. This is still on the ground there, and Newcastle will try to clear it up. And right there in front of Talia Stevenson. Now they'll move it back up to Aspen Hamilton, and she'll try to push it forward here. Trying to pass along the ground, carries Bennett, chips it back up to Stamatakos. And that'll go on toward the line there, and it'll still be in play. She'll have it, and she'll move near side. Here comes Kira Wolfenden now on the box, moving. Wolfenden with the shot, and the field goal is good. 20 minutes to go. We're about 10 seconds away from the halftime, or from the 60-minute mark here. 16 and 12 coming in now. Audra Neighbors and Jaden Nelson checking in. And we are now into the 60th minute. We are an hour through this matchup here in Newcastle. And it's been a great game so far between these two teams. 3-0. Worland, in case you're just tuning in, still looking for their first goal of the half. And this will give them the 3 points that they need here to get a little closer to Douglas. They are 9 points behind Douglas coming into this match. Here they go. A chance for Stamatakos. Gets the shot, and it's in. Finds the corner pocket, and it's a goal. And that will be a hat trick for Ali Stamatakos. And this is why we call her the Greek Freak, because Ali Stamatakos, she's playing like it right now. She's playing like Hercules out there. 4-0 for the Warriors. Kira Warren, the only one that has scored other than Stamatakos today. I'll tell you one thing. That shot, smoother than yogurt right there. Beautiful shot by Stamatakos. And Newcastle will have another chance here. 4-0 here in this match. Near side. Ashlyn Hamer tries to chop it up there to the middle. And tries to move it into the middle here. And now Worland trying to mount another attack. Stamatakos again takes the shot, and that's going to be a corner. Ooh, it actually hits the football post there. So field goal is good. Corner kick coming up, though, for Worland. 4-0 here in this match. Stamatakos getting ready to take it from the corner here. 18 minutes to go, and what a save. Christine Swanteski, another great save. She's had a truckload of those types of saves today. And I think without her saves today, I think the tally on the scoreboard would probably be a lot higher. And she's still doing, she's doing fantastic today, all things considered. Now they're going to move down the middle. So far side there, off of the 17 of Hamilton. Now far side, they're going to roll it along the ground. Here comes Stamatakos on the pass there to Kira Wolfenden. Wolfenden outside the box here. She's going to wind up for the kick, and that's going to go through the uprights. So that is ended up going to be a goal kick coming up. Delivers the goal kick here. 20 minutes to go, or sorry, 18 minutes to go still here in this match. As the boys have already left the building. They're on their way to Torrington, I believe. They were in the grandstands in the first half, but Stamatakos to the far side. Now here comes the 21 of Kira Warren now to the far side. This is going to go along the line. Rolls it there to Stamatakos into the box. And that's going to go right back out here to Kira Wolfenden. Now through the top side here. They're going to go up toward the light structure here. Tries to cross it into the box here near side. That's going to be tipped out there by the one of Cheyenne Bloom. And now that's going to go out the near side. I think that was Bloom that had a boot on it there, and that's going to go right side, throw in for Page. Here comes the 5 of Ashlyn Hamer down on the near side, and that's going to be some contact down there. Camera was not focused on it. We apologize for that, but it looks like I think that's going to be free kick coming up potentially, and that's a dangerous part of the field. It's outside the penalty box, though, so Newcastle gets lucky in that regard, but it's still going to be a very dangerous spot. Actually, check that, a corner kick actually coming up. The kick is up, and it hits the crossbar there on the back support of the net there. So pretty close call there, but 16 minutes to go still.
Number 6, Magley Rohde.
And so that is Rhodey into the game. So that is who the number 6 is. So goal kick coming up here, intercepted by Stamatakos now into the middle. Now transitioning to the near side, working her way toward the box here, and she's going to be clamped down by the 25 of Bergstrom. And here they go, trying for it here. Stamatakos winding up now. Here comes the 5. She'll try for the shot. That's no good. And Ashlyn Hamer tried everything she could, and Robertson trying to go now. That's a shot up, no good. Oh, wait, we got a whistle down there. And we got a Warrior kind of struggling to stand up there, but she is going to walk a little bit pained, though. It looks to be Allie hold on. I think it was Stamatakos that went down there, but we got a sub coming on. Carries Bennett checking back in. So goal kick on its way here. This one's up. Robertson on the interception, and here comes 6 of Rhodey. Sorry about that. They're going to push it up forward here. This one's taken back by Taylor Conklin. Far side there up toward the track, and a throw in coming up for Worland. 15 minutes to go in this match as we are into the 65th minute of action. So Allie Stamatakos is headed off the pitch, though. A hat trick today, and then she gets a little banged up down there on the near side, so she's going to take a quick break. And this has definitely been a really good game for the Warriors today. Allie Stamatakos and Kira Warren on the score sheet today for the Warriors. On the card sheet is Taylor Stevenson. She's still in with a yellow card. Trying to move in. Ashlyn Hamer to the near side. That's going to be cleared up here to Annie Page. Page chipped up through the middle. Here comes Kira Warren through the middle. They're going to go for a ground pass here to Carries Bennett. Winding up, they'll go near side. That's not going to work out. That's going to go to the near side and taken back by Ashlyn Hamer. Hamer tries to chip it up to Bennett. That's going to go near side. And that is going to be taken back in a little bit more secure possession here as Ashlyn Hamer still there near side, and she'll fall to the floor there. Here comes Annie Page with it. Page trying to pass it left side, and that's going to be broken up, pushed up there by Layla Lopez. And now they'll try to go way across the field there, and it'll be picked up by Swinteski relatively easily there. About as easy as you can get. So with that, we have 13 minutes to go here in this game. It's been a great one so far, and really kind of got out there in the first half, and Worland did have a shot on goal, and it's saved. Carries Bennett on the shot attempt, saved by Christine Swinteski, the sophomore goalkeeper. And the 13 minutes left here, Worland Warriors pretty much staring their 4th win of the season in the face. They'll try to go for 500 tomorrow against Torrington. Here comes Ashlyn Hamer, rolling it on the ground there to the 7 of Carries Bennett. And now they'll try to kick this one out, and this one will be rolled up to the middle of the field. And now 1-on-1. Here comes the 17 of Aspen Hamilton. Rolls it up far side. Chips it up. And still there on the tackle. They're going to go near side. And pushed up. Could be a good chance here. The 11 going to have Robertson going to have a chance there. They're going to keep it middle. 12 minutes to go. Pushed up field. This is going to be cleared up by Newcastle. Defenders right there on it, and they will try to push it up field. Now Newcastle starting to create some pressure here in the attacking half of the field. They've not been there most of the half. And now moving it up to the near side. Here comes Ashlyn Hamer. She'll go sky high and up toward Annie Page. Page near side. She's got a couple of options. She'll roll it there to the 6, and now to Ashlyn Hamer off the boot of the 6, and now a bit of a collision there between 2 Dogies and 2 Warriors. I'll go out the near side. Well, Worland Warriors playing up to what their ranking says they are. They're ranked 5th in Class 3A girls soccer, and they're playing like it today. A 4-0 game in case you're just tuning in with 11:11 to go. Just like 4 minutes away from being a gas station. 25 with a chip there, Addie Bergstrom there, and now being chased down by Taylor Conklin. And the keeper will come out. Swinteski will clear, or try to clear it at least. And now Worland's still trying to mount it, and we got a whistle. This one's going back to Newcastle off of a free kick. So 10:48 to go as we're starting to enter the final 10 minutes. 42 minutes away here in the 69th minute of the game. Far side, Conklin with it. And now they'll move to the middle here, and that's going to go back up to the far side. Worland trying to play midfield here. Rhodey with it, and she'll move near. And now trying to get a pass there. Second chance doesn't quite work nearly as well. Coming out onto the box here, 25 trying to get by with it. This is Addie Bergstrom there, one-on-one with Ashlyn Hamer. Bergstrom trying to clear it upfield. She'll kick it up to Blake Seidner. Seidner, collision there with the 15 of McCormick, I believe. Or sorry, the 16 of Nelson. But we got a, looks like we got a sub, Avery Utterbeck, coming in. Now Bennett trying to get by with the help of Hamer, and this is going to go back to Newcastle. Here comes Blake Seidner, stolen back by the 5 of Carly Purviance. And now Ashlyn Hamer, a slow roller there to carries Bennett. Now back to Hamer. Near side, tries to cross it into the box, and that is picked up by Swinteski. So she'll get the save there. 9:22 to go. So now into the 70th minute, approaching the 71st here in 10 seconds. 4-0 upcoming schedule for the Worland Warriors. They'll play Torrington tomorrow. Will not be in Torrington, and we'll be up in Worland for the middle school games. After that, we got Buffalo, followed by we got a road game in Buffalo, followed by a home game in Douglas, a road game in Rollins, and then a senior night against the Buffalo Bison again. Checking in the game, Kaylee Liggett. Coming off of the pitch is number 16, Jaden Nelson. Throw in coming in for the Dogies here. Passing it along here. Here comes the 1 of Cheyenne Bloom. Off the head of the 15 of Kinley Hoffman, and now picked up by the keeper. So looks like we got a drop kick incoming here for Mackenzie Ray. Haven't had to say her name very much tonight. She has kind of been able to relax today. Off the head here, and they're going to try and go. And a big chance here down the near side. Here comes the 6. Down the near side. This is going to be broken up there toward the end line and out of touch on the end side of the field, or toward the south end of the field, overlooking the highway here. And the fans stuck in the construction, or the drivers stuck in the construction there, got a pretty good view of that one. 7:50 to go. So carries Bennett out of the game. We got Sophia Holman, I think I heard, coming into the game for Worland, and now coming across the field. They're going to chip it up. Paige Lundgren will be there to meet it there for the Warriors. Go far side. They will try to go along to the track here, and that will go out of touch along the track. That is going to end up being a throw-in coming in for the Warriors. Thrown in. Still there. They're going to try and go along the ground here, trying to get by Beestrom. 7 minutes to go in this match. And still there along that far side, just harassing the Newcastle Dogies. 7 minutes left. And they're going to go up past the midfield line along that intercept. And now Newcastle trying to push it forward. Paige Lundgren will clear it out of touch. And Newcastle will have it in their offensive side of the field as the shadow has just completely enveloped the field here in Newcastle. As the sun obviously starting to set as it's close to 8 o'clock local here in Newcastle. And 6:33 to go. Coming up in about 5 minutes, we're going to deliver our Two Basins Sports Network man of the match. And I think this was a pretty obvious choice. But you're going to have to find out here in like 5 minutes, I guess. So moved up there. They're going to try along that near side. Here comes Blake Seidner. And now here comes Talia Stevenson. Tries to go for it along that near sideline. Now the 25 of Addie Bergstrom will pick it up near. Still back turn, trying to get by, and now here they go, pushing near side. And now Addie Bergstrom will be there to meet it. And now they're still trying to play pinball down there on the near side. 5:40 to go. Holman near side, that gets it taken away. Hit Sophia Holman on that last possession for Worland, but we got subs coming on here. So Merchant and Nelson coming on for Newcastle. So here they go, near side, 5:12 to go. Hamer working her way into the box, moving right, moving left, and stolen away. They're going to go near side. That's going to roll out toward the referee's station there.
5 minutes left in this one. Into the 76th minute we go here at Newcastle High School. Lady Warriors trying to...
Here they go, Ashlyn Hamer through the middle. Works her way through, and this is going to be a collision there through the center midfield, and the attacking midfield, I meant to say. 4:43 to go. They're going to work it into the defensive side here for Worland. Newcastle could have a chance along that near side, and a slide there is the 9 of Avery Utterback with a softball slide there. The 9 of Talia Stevenson will get set to throw it in for Newcastle. Here comes the 1 of Cheyenne Bloom, trying to chip it up there into the box, and Mackenzie Ray will be there to meet it. 4:19 to go. Rolls it in along that far sideline. Still far side. That's going to go on an interception by the Dogies here. They're going to try and pass there to the middle, but it's met. Utterback on the interception. They will go to the far, or they'll go up to the middle here. Deflected there by the 25 of Bergstrom. Still through the middle. Worland still with your possession here. Here comes the 6 of Blake's, 6 of, shoot, I can't remember. Near side, chasing it down. Kinley Hoffman is going to get the turnover there, and this is going to still pinball back to the 10 of Elena Studi. And still there in the middle, that is chipped up there by the 6. And now to the far side for Worland. They're going to try and roll it down to the middle. So the Worland Warriors will come away with this match with a 4-5 record on the season. Of course, their conference record's still looking a little iffy, but they will come away with a little bit more confidence heading into that Torrington game. I think they did beat Torrington when they played in Worland, so this could be a pretty good stretch of road games for them heading into that game against the Buffalo Bison, but we're just going to have to find out as the Bison and the Warriors stand on equal footing in terms of the standings heading into the 7th week of the season, or I guess will be the 8th week. But here they go, a chance here for the 6. She's going to try and get it into the box, tries on the standing challenge, 240, and they'll kick it out near side. Goes out of bounds there, and this will be a throw-in coming up for the 9 of Avery Utterback. Utterback throws it into the box, and it's met there by the Dogies, and they'll push it up forward. Utterback still there on the takeaway, and then they'll chip it up there toward the underside of the circle here, and still a great challenge here as the 9 of Talia Stevenson tries to get in on that action there. 2 minutes to go. 2-minute warning here in Newcastle. Far side, Audra Neighbors there with it. She'll give it out in front. Here comes Taylor Conklin trying to get in on the challenge there. Tries to cross it to the middle here. This is up to Brooklyn August now. August tries to push it up forward here near side. They're going to run it along and into the box there. This will be probably taken away here. And that'll go out of touch along that near sideline with 1:43 to go. It's time to deliver your Two Basins Sports Network man of the match, and I think this should be no shock. We're going to give this one to Ali Stamatakos. She is your man of the match for today's matchup, obviously with that hat trick, and she has done just absolutely fantastic today. So with that, we're going to also deliver your Two Basins Sports Network honorable mentions for the Worland Warriors. Kira Warren deserves some of that credit, as well as Kira Wolfenden, for the honorable mentions today for the Newcastle Dogies, I want to say Talia Stevenson, Christine Swinteski, and also want to say Taylor Conklin as well. I think deserves some praise for her performance today. So those are your honorable mentions today for Newcastle. And next time you see us will be tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. sharp at Worland Middle School on the East Field as the Worland Braves welcome the Gillette Schools to town. Starting off with the Twin Spruce Lady Warriors and Warriors at 11 and 12:15, I think, respectively. And then they'll be welcoming the Sage Valley Eagles to town after that. So for full details, please head to Washoe County School District No. 1's website, the Worland Middle School Athletics website. They do have a schedule out on the website. You could also check our stream start times for information on those kickoff times as well. We'll be there tomorrow at Worland Middle School. But here they go, far side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. That is the end of this match here between the Dogies and the Warriors. And the final score of this one, the Worland Warriors win this one 4-0 over the Newcastle Lady Dogies. The Dogies will fall to 0-9 on the season. The Warriors will improve to 4-5. So with that, we'd like to. But with that, we're going to give our normal thank you to some of the people here. First off, we'd like to thank Weston County School District No. 1 for allowing us to be up here and broadcast this live for free here on YouTube. We'd like to thank the fans of both the Worland Warriors and the Newcastle Dogies for coming out and supporting your teams tonight. Especially the Worland fans for traveling 4 hours here to Newcastle. We'd like to thank our viewers here on YouTube for supporting us here as always, and of course supporting us here as we travel up to Weston County today. And of course, we'd also like to thank the coaches as well for not getting on us for broadcasting these to you. So we'll see you tomorrow in Worland. But as always, please remember to please drive home safe and do not pet the buffalo. Once again, the final score of this one, the Worland Warriors 4, the Newcastle Dogies 0.